Hey guys, coming back for the series premiere of the new Netflix series Love, and I was really interested in the show. One, because it's a Netflix show, and you guys know that Netflix shows most times are great. I really haven't found one that I don't love, unless they're like the kids shows. I mean, there's always something to love. I don't love House of Cards. I'll just say that right now. I'm not really for me. I just can't get into it personally. That's just me. I know there are a lot of people that love it, but I just don't. But this show is very interesting for multiple reasons. The promos looked really good, and I was really interested in seeing how this first episode was going to be. And I have to say that while I don't think this first episode is the best that this show has to offer, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the rest of the show is going to be. Mainly because this first episode is pretty much a prologue. It's setting up what the show is going to be. It's showing us their lives, and I really like seeing that, because if you guys don't know the premise of this show, it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing too original, but it's original in the way it's executed. I'll get into that. Basically, we have two characters. We have Mickey and Gus. Gus has been in a relationship with a girl for, I think, a few years. I don't really know, but one day he tells her that he loves her, and she can't say that she loves him back because he realizes that she was having sex with someone else, and obviously she cheated on him, and he's really upset about that. And then you have Mickey, who basically can't find the proper sexual encounter. There's this guy that she thinks is more serious with, but it turns out he's really just wants her for sex, and then he just kind of leaves her. And basically, these two, they're both at crossroads, and they're both trying to find out, what love really is. Are they going to find it and eventually meet up with each other? And that basically is the plot of Love. And I think the thing this show benefits the most from are its two leads, because its two central leads are both great. One is definitely better than the other. I definitely will say that. Like I said, I don't think this was a perfect premiere, and I definitely will talk about what wasn't perfect about it. Um, but let's talk about the highlight here. Without a doubt, the star of the show is Gillian Jacobs as Mickey. She is fantastic. I haven't really heard of her before, but I definitely feel after the show I'm going to, because she kills it in this episode. I mean, you really see the desperation in her character. She wants to find love. She wants to know what love is. She thought that she knew what, love really was all about, and she doesn't. She does not think, you know, she does not really know what love is, and she wants to find out, and I really like seeing that, especially this one very meaningful scene where there's this televangelist talking all about love, and just the scene with him, what she said to him was very well handled. I thought she really did a great job with this character, and I really liked her life. I mean, her life doesn't really consist of much, and she really wants to find more life, and just everything about her character, I just really thought she did a good job with. She really did a great job of handling this character, and I can't wait to see where she goes, because she really did a great job. And it honestly is very sad what happens to her. I mean, there was this guy who she had a genuine connection with, and then he just left her after they had sex, and obviously she's really upset about that. And I like seeing that. I thought she did a very good job, and I can't wait to see where her character goes, because I really do love her character, and you can tell that she is turning to, like, drugs and things like that. And then we have Paul Rust as Gus. Now, I really do like this actor. I do. I don't love the character yet. I'm going to say that right now. I don't love Gus, and I definitely think I'm going to as the episodes go on. It's just this episode, I don't really feel we found as much about Gus as I wanted to. Like, we know that he had a girlfriend, and we know that he's really upset that she cheated on him, but I just kind of want a little bit more. I don't know, just something about him. He's kind of just the funny one. Like, Mickey really is the one that is the real, like, standout for me. Like, I really do love her character. While Gus is kind of not in the back. That's not what I'm going to say. I think he definitely is a very good character. It's just, in my opinion, the way this episode was done, I wasn't as invested in his character as I was with hers until this one scene came up with this threesome. Not just because there were two very attractive girls in that scene, but also because of what Gus's reaction to it is, and just everything about it was definitely very interesting. You can see that he is honestly kind of immature. He really is. He doesn't really understand love, and he doesn't really understand commitment and what that really means, and it's clear that he is definitely trying to figure it out more. But the thing is that Mickey is definitely more desperate. He's kind of just trying to have fun with his life, and I really do like the scene where he talks about how he's always been this adult person and that he wants to be more fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing seeing where his character goes. Like I said, I'm not as attached to his character. Some of his scenes definitely did drag for me. I definitely will say that, but I really do like his character, and I can't say anything about their chemistry yet because I have no idea how their chemistry is going to be. Because this episode did something I've never really seen a show do before. These two characters do not meet till the end, the very last scene of this episode, and that's literally how the episode ends. And that in general really is interesting. I've never really seen an approach like this before, and I really do like that because they tell the story from Mickey's perspective and from Gus's perspective, but not like the leftovers. It's like basically intercutting back and forth between their lives, and I definitely like seeing that. The other characters introduced here I really liked. I love Gus's friends. I think they're really great. I really do love their characters, the way they want to support him and things like that. I really do love his friends. They're very funny. I definitely can't wait to see where they go. I have to really credit Iris Apatow, who is Judd Apatow's daughter, Arya. She is hilarious. I love her character. She's the definition of like a spoiled child actress, which is basically what Gus works on. He is, I believe, a producer. I'm not really sure, but I really loved her character. I think she's going to be very funny. I can't wait to see what she does. So overall, the cast is very solid here. I can't really talk about any of the recurring characters because no one really stood out for me. I mean, there were some really good characters here, but no one really stood out. Gillian Jacobs definitely was the standout here. Paul Rudd, like I said, was very good at times, but Gillian Jacobs, like I said, definitely was the standout. Now, let me talk about the thing that I was most interested here. The fact that this is created by Judd Apatow. A lot of people say his movies are too long, and that one of the reasons that they're not as good as they could be is because he sets up things and then he doesn't really go anywhere with them. That's one of the reasons the Trainwreck wasn't as great as it could have been. Now, Trainwreck is still a great movie. I have that movie on Blu-ray. I really do want to rewatch it. It's a great movie. It's just some of the scenes in that movie just kind of go away, and they really do feel rushed, and him doing this as a TV series really gets him to not have to rush things out. He gets to create arcs that go on for a while. He gets to, set up things with characters and, set up things with them for multiple episodes and then tie things in and things like that. He doesn't have to worry about length and runtime for a movie and if people are going to get bored because it's different with a TV series. With a TV series, you want to keep watching every week and you go back every week. There's another episode. Of course, this is all one big season, which, guys, I will say, my plan is to binge this entire season by the end of this weekend. I'm probably going to do that. If I can do a BoJack Horseman, I can do it with love, and most likely I'm going to be able to binge this. I'm definitely going to watch episode 2 tonight. I don't know what time, but I'm definitely going to do that. Let's talk about the runtime, because this episode was 40 minutes long, which... that is incredible. I mean, the fact this show is going to be 30 minutes long, and that's going to be like the norm for the show. I looked at most of the episodes. Most of them run almost 40 minutes. I mean, there's like a 37-minute. The most I saw, the least I saw was 29. So this basically is the 30-minute Orange is the New Black, because you guys know Orange is the New Black goes on for a very long time at points, and I like that. I like that he really is utilizing the runtime. I will say there were some scenes in this episode that were very slow. I definitely will say that. I'm not going to lie. There were some scenes where I'm like, can we just pick this up a little? And it's not that their lives aren't interesting. It's just the way it was constructed, I wasn't as huge a fan of. I definitely will say that. Mickey's life is really interesting. Gus's just didn't interest me as much because of how interesting Mickey's was. And these two meeting up, I like the way they're going with this. I like that they didn't meet up till this episode because we still don't know. Are these two going to end up together? What's going to happen with them? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to, but the way the episode ends is like perfect because they really did meet up at the perfect time. I mean, this is after Gus just refused to have a threesome with like two sisters who I wouldn't have turned it down. I don't care that they were sisters. They were hot as fuck. I mean, I would have definitely not turned it down. I will say that. And then Mickey just had this huge revelation. So I really feel they're meeting at the perfect time in their life. They're definitely going to get close, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's going to be. And it really seems like something the show is trying to explore is what is the difference between love and just a genuine connection, because there definitely is a difference between those two things, and that's something I don't think Mickey and Gus fully understand, that love isn't just something small. It's a big deal, and I think they know that, but they really haven't found someone else that knows that, and I definitely that's going to be very interesting. I like these characters, and I like these characters aren't fully grown yet. You can tell that Mickey especially and Gus, they're not fully mature. They're definitely going to mature. That's one of the reasons I love You're the Worst, because you had two characters that really weren't fully developed, and now they are extremely developed, and they're so much more interesting. And here it feels like that, but these characters are already very developed. We already know what's going on with Mickey, and I'm sure there's a lot more going on that I'm really looking forward to, and I can't wait to see how that's going to be. They have 10 episodes, and like I said, I think I can binge it very quickly. I already really do like this show. The cinematography here is fine, nothing really much to say about that, but I really do like the script of the show. It's very quick, it's very Judd Apatow, and there are definitely going to be, I think, some quotable lines from this first episode. Nothing in particular that stands out right now, but definitely I think as the season goes on, there's going to be definitely some quotable lines, and I really do like that. And a lot of people say that it's very hard to write, a realistic and original romantic comedy, but I really feel that Love is trying to do that. You have two characters here that aren't cliched at all. In fact, I think they really do embody what a real young, like 20-year-old relationship is like. And like, I wouldn't know personally, but I'm pretty sure this is what it's like. I mean, you really think when you're in high school and things like that, love is like not even that big of a thing. It's just like you're with someone and things like that. But then when you're 20, that's really when it starts to get serious. And I think these two don't really know where they're gonna go, and I like seeing that. They know it's gonna get serious, but they don't know if they want to get serious, and I definitely think that's gonna be very interesting. I'm pretty sure the season's gonna end with them going on their first date. I think that's how it's gonna go, because I'm sure these two are gonna date, but the way the show is going, I could definitely see the show being as slow paced as the last episode is their first date. I could definitely see that happen. But I do want to see the connection between these two. I want to see a, connection or friendship grow, or friendship or even more grow between them, and I really do like that. Like I said, I really think they're doing a good job of writing a good romantic comedy. Not all romantic comedies have to be cheesy. You can do something good with them, and this show really is doing something well. It has things that are a bit ridiculous, but they handle it in a very realistic way. I mean, this happens to everyone. Some people just realize that they haven't really found the right one yet, and I like seeing that. I thought that was definitely very well done. I think they really handled all that really, really well. I definitely really did enjoy that. But overall, guys, I know you guys saw this first episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Like I said, I don't have as much to say about the first episode because it was very basic. It was meeting these two characters. It was learning their lives and things like that, which did work. At times it didn't. I don't think this was a perfect premiere. If I were to grade it, I'd probably give it a B+. I definitely will say that. I don't think it was perfect, but there were some things that were really great about it, and I can't wait to see where the show is going to go. I will definitely be watching episode 2 very soon. Definitely look forward to my review of the season, probably by the end of the week. Like I said, I'm probably going to do that, and I will see you guys next year, which will be for a movie review, because I am seeing a movie today, and I'm very excited to see it, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.